Good morning and welcome back. We know North Korea is developing and testing ballistic missiles, but how is the U.S. prepared to defend ourselves and our allies in case of an actual attack?
This morning, the U.S. announced a missile defense system called THAAD was operational in South Korea. We're working in partnership with them. And later this month, the Pentagon plans to test its upgraded ballistic missile defense program, and that is called Aegis.
Let's start with THAAD, though. We'll break this down for you. That's a radar system on land in South Korea. It can see into North Korea, even into China, and can help the U.S. shoot down an incoming missile as it begins to descend on a target. So kind of think of it as the tip of our defense sword pointed straight at North Korea.
Also, when we think of Aegis, which is the second part of this, that is a system that actually sits on ships in the Pacific between Asia and the U.S. It's a program developed with Japan to shoot down those intermediate range missiles, which could be someday fired from North Korea. The U.S. actually has guided missile destroyers or ships that have defense systems capable of tracking, get this, 100 missiles at the same time and can intercept enemy shots. Now, the Aegis system has two important functions.
First, it can detect early missile threats. That's important because we've started to see North Korea use missiles that require less fueling time, meaning they can launch more quickly.
And then secondly, the Aegis system is able to send tracking data to other ships that may be further away, linking the data to U.S., Japanese, and South Korean warships. This is really important in order to be able to destroy a missile mid-flight when it reaches its highest possible point.
So the missiles take an arc trajectory after launch. Think of when you toss a ball into the air, which we're going to try to do now. Watch for it. There's a magical split second where it kind of suspends before coming back to Earth.
And it's there.
Yes.
When
so right there.
We shoot it out of the sky. Just like that.
Sound effects.
So. In all, the U.S. has 62 guided missile destroyers and 22 guided missile cruisers. They can work with Japan's 6 Aegis destroyers and South Korea's 3. So if we think of the THAAD as the tip of the sword, we can think of Aegis as the blade of the sword. It's closer to us. We're holding the sword, but it also has a bigger geographic area to defend and to slice those missiles out of the air.
So we talked about tests early on. Those are happening in the Pacific Ocean. The first one, as far as the Aegis is concerned, is for shooting down missiles threatening our allies. The second, which will take place towards the end of the month, we'll take a look at how capable we are of shooting down those longer missiles that could eventually, once they get the technology, pose as a threat to the mainland U.S.
Important to point out, even as these tests take place, though, Defense Secretary James Mattis reiterating a preference for a non-military solution.
Which is why we're breaking this all down for you, so you know that in the meantime, there are things going on. And of course, we will keep you updated in the meantime. Now, a nice time to play softball this week, MJ, as we take a look outside at your spring weather forecast.